Morning, it's Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner, now of both Atlanta and Denver, coming to you live this morning to now begin a more serious approach here on the. Oops, forgot to turn my notifications down when you go live so it does not disrupt your followers. All right, so get in here. If those of you that are new, welcome. Those of you that are not new, welcome back, tribe. And I want to first just thank everyone, those that are really into their hair. I want to thank you all for continuing to follow me. I know it's been a little different listening to my rants and my raves and me being able to actually vent all of the frustrations that this hair industry has placed upon me. And so some of you thought it was funny. Some of you became extremely offended by a lot of the things that I was saying about stylists and stuff that they do and stuff that they say and stuff like that. But I just want you all to know that I was talking about myself the whole time. I was very frustrated with myself that I got tricked into believing conditioner was for black hair. I got really frustrated at myself for thinking that protein was a hair loss solution, things like that. I really was frustrated with myself for thinking that a dermatologist was going to reverse my hair loss effects. But I now realize that I created this space on YouTube to do just that, to rant and rave. Some people called it yapping, whatever. So now I'm about to start emerging and let's start getting the business about who I really am and what I really do. So what I am a black hair care expert is what I do. What I have done with that is I've decided to take all of my clients that sit with me, as well as my mindset, back to my basics. Now, let me explain to you all. I am 50 years old. I know I don't look it and I surely don't act it, but I was born in 1975. And I was trained on my first service by an elder woman that was already in her 60s and 70s. So she started doing hair clearly back in the 60s if she was training me in the 80s. Okay, so I was getting trained on the hair care that was being done back in the 60s and 70s because I was being taught by an older woman in the 80s. I don't know if y'all are following me, but this is, oh, I meant to go grab the book. Hold on, I forgot one important hierarchy for this video. Sorry. But y'all know my videos are live and uncut, but I had to come get my little book. Look at this book, y'all. Wait, I messed my hair up. I had it all perfect for the video. There we go. There we go. Had to go get the book because we're going to talk about this book because it talks about fake hair growers, and I'm going to read it straight from the book. And so listen, I also want to say before y'all start getting in here, we're also going to talk about what Miss Tanya does, which is dealing with what they're calling CCCA. This is also known as alopecia. It's also known as breakage, also known as hair loss, also known as alopecia. All these words that they're coming with, we're going to talk about that today because this is what Miss Tanya actually does. I done blew up on Facebook because I only show what I do with my Marcells and I be talking shit. And it's funny because I do what's called rage baiting. Most females are too sensitive to do rage baiting. They'd be all in their feelings and stuff and wouldn't be able to handle the response of rage baiting. But I've been doing it since I was a little kid. We used to have fun talking shit to each other in my family. So I ended up getting paid for it. I get paid over on Facebook to rage bait. And all I do is show like 30-second clips of me using my Marcel iron. And then I kind of talk shit in the comments. And so that got me to a level, though, to where I'm fully monetized. I get a check from Facebook every month now, as well as YouTube, too. But this money over here is slow. I just like y'all over here better than Facebook. Facebook is a very difficult audience to manage. But hair loss is what I'm into. I'm a hair loss expert. I specialize in black hair care. Okay. I really don't want to do white people. They really don't got hair care issues and they're different. They want to do a bunch of hair coloring and bleaching and stuff. And I don't like doing all that. So I've decided to figure out the things I learned in beauty school and the things I really want to do out here in the real world, which I realized beauty school did not teach me nothing about black hair care. Nothing about black hair care. We learned how to do mannequins. We learned how to do that kind of hair, the fake synthetic hair. And the white, processes like using conditioner, that's for white hair. I'm ready to tell any stylist, any educator, and anybody is going to agree with me that was born and was around before conditioner. Now, if you was born in 1990 or later, I hate to tell you this, but you was born into the bullshit. You were. Because before 1990, there wasn't even any conditioner on the market to be used. So I'm really, I'm praying that the older stylists that was born before 1990, you wasn't using conditioner on your hair. It wasn't even on the market to be bought before 1990, and hair was just as healthy and flowing, and nobody was losing it, and everyone had their edges. No one was wearing wigs and braiding their hair, especially as adults. The only individuals that was braiding their hair back in the 80s was kids, period. There was never a grown woman walking around with braids in their hair. And I think I understand why all this occurred. But Miss Tanya got on to talk. In every conditioner, you must be young, Miss Blue, because there was no conditioner on the market. Nobody used it prior to 1990. Pantene and Paul Mitchell were the first two product lines to bring conditioner and this bullshit about it providing moisture. We were so confused when we first heard about that. We was like, a moisture what? And we was like, a moisture treatment. We was down for it here in Denver, but we was like, how you give a moisture treatment? Because people down south, they make up so much stuff. They really do. So they was like, well, you put this stuff called conditioner. We was like, conditioner, because the service I was trained on was called a shampoo, blow dry, press, and curl. Okay. It didn't have no plastic baggies involved. It didn't have no serum, no heat protectant involved. We was not using no plug ups. We was using Marcel's because these weren't even out yet. These also dropped in the 90s. We didn't have these around before 1990. So it's not my fault that I started doing hair at a time when black hair care, that's all that we did back in the day, was scalp scratching. You did that before you washed your hair. You never went straight to the bowl. But beauty school distracted me once I got to beauty school and we got on them dummies that don't talk and are fake. And I was like, hold up, educator. I was like, we don't got to scratch the scalp, because my mother taught me that was part of my culture. They was like, Tanya, they're like, we're just giving you the basics. We're not trying to elevate you and make sure that you're going to make it in the industry once you get your license. A license just shows that you know the bare basics about hair styling a mannequin. You have to get out of beauty school and you have to further your education. Listen, there's a whole world of these chicks that was born after 1990 that are trying to say there's a law. Ain't no laws when it comes to the cosmeceutical industry and the license that we hold. They're so confused. Young girls, they try to sound like they're educated, but they be the most confused ones in the water and drowning, trying to say that it's a law that states that you can't deal with somebody's scalp buildup. That's like saying a cook is going to go to jail because he's cooking steaks and when y'all know that he didn't learn how to do steaks in school. Ain't nobody going to shut nobody down for furthering your education and assisting your community a little more than what your beauty school inspired you to do. Beauty school inspired you to skip the scalp. And if you keep skipping over the scalp, that's like skipping over the dirt for the plant. The plant is never going to be healthy. It's going to look funny, and it's always going to be growing funny. Because you need to water the dirt, right? Right. You need to address your scalp if you really want healthy hair and if you really want less hair loss. Because, see, Miss Tanya is smart enough to know I don't grow hair. That word is nowhere in my marketing. I'm smart. So I don't have to lie to kick it. And I'm definitely not one of these fake hair growers that this book wrote a whole chapter on. I know it takes time. I know that hair restoration is not a service. You can't book with me one time. And it's not a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am type of thing. You have to be addicted to CPC, and I'll explain what that means. But you can't think that happened to my photo. This scenario, protein don't fix this. Another sew-in ain't gonna fix this. Some braids don't fix this. Keratin does not fix this. Medicated shampoos don't fix this. No, be getting poked with a needle don't fix this either. Those are all what's called fake hair growing strategies, because this book, which was written in 1899, so none of us was here, not even me, says it's the truth here. I know. What's up, testosterone? I don't want no wham bam miss. Some do though. It's those young chicks. They ain't got no. They're not addicted to CPC. And I didn't say PCP. I said CPC. I know I'm really smart, so y'all know I can talk the way I talk because I know exactly what I'm talking about. But you need to get addicted to CPC because without CPC, you're going to struggle with anything in life. If you ain't addicted to CPC, you're going to struggle in your relationships. If you ain't addicted to CPC, you're going to struggle on your job. If you're not addicted to CPC, you're going to struggle with your hair, your skin, and your nails. Nothing in your life is going to be successful if you're not addicted to CPC. So when you book with me, you get so much more. This is why God has done everything so strategically. Because now God has gotten me to realize that you still need your stylists, you see. Because I don't style. I ain't braiding. I'm 50 years old. Look at how crazy my hair is looking. It's wash day, so don't be talking about my hair. Because I just got up. I don't be doing my hair in the mornings. I ain't put no heat on it, no oil, no product, no nothing. I just be getting on live. I ain't even got no makeup on. I really don't wear none. All I do is put on eyeliner and lip liner. And I'm a licensed esthetician. I used to put all kind of crap on my face, like tap water and soap. I don't put none of that on my face no more because I'm a real holistic woman. I don't just use the word for clout for my business. I lived it first and then I implemented it into my business. So I want to again introduce myself. I am Miss Tanya Mason, the CEO of Tanya Does Hair LLC, founder of My Water Beauty Solution, which is the all new hydration treatment. Y'all know that that's the new hype. Stop acting like y'all ain't heard. Hydration is how you obtain soft hair, and the moisturization approach that just didn't work for me and my tribe. That stuff had our hair kinky, brittle, feeling, crunchy feeling, had it shedding all over the bathroom. That is not normal hair loss. I'm here to help you understand that fact. And we was having to put a gang of product like oils and serums and gels and edge controls because our hair was so darn frizzy and unmanageable. So Miss Tanya has done the research. That's what I am backed by. I'm not backed by social media or this YouTube or another woman of color. I'm backed by research, you guys, which means I've taken the time to do tests and studies. I'm not repeating what these young girls that was born after 1990 are talking about, like, don't do your scalp. They truly don't want no hair, your hair to stop falling out. They're like, use a bunch of product, make sure you use edge control, heat protectant, and serum, and make sure you finish them off with some spritz. I mean, my God, that's not black hair care. You don't use all that when you do black hair care. If anything, you need a good old Marcel, honey, and some grease, because that's all we used to use. And that's all I've taken my clients back to. Look, only 4 bottles in my approach. You only use 2 shampoos. You post-treat your tap water with my water, because this is what's going to condition your hair. You don't condition your hair with conditioner. Y'all so confused. They got y'all out here tricked into thinking that what you do to white hair is what you do to black hair too. No, you got to pivot. And that's what I'm here to help us to understand, especially those that are booking with me. So I came on to say, I'm so proud of myself because I have finally figured out, because my clarity is on point, because I drink this water. And I want y'all to know, y'all know these are 2 different waters. What I drink has something in it that what my product does not. And my product has something in it that is not in what I drink. So I'm glad that there's so many people confused and mad that I came with a water. But the only people that really love it are those that end up booking with me. So my lip looks funny. Yeah, what is that? Hold on, y'all. Because I didn't put on, wait, let me show you what I do. Because all of us wake up with that white stuff. Did y'all know that sweat, tears, boogers, cum, nut, all that is the same liquid? I don't know why they come with different words, because they like confusing us, huh? But did y'all know that it's all the same liquid? Let's say it again. Tears, boogers, spit, snot, cum, nut, sweat, it's all the same liquid. I don't know why they got all them damn different words trying to confuse us. I don't know why they are doing that to us, but you got to be smarter than that. Miss Tanya's smarter than that. So I know it's all the same shit that comes out of us, just coming out of different areas. And did y'all know that how dusty y'all are when y'all wake up in the morning? dustier than a mug, just like your dressers and stuff. All that dust all night because you only cover up to your necks. Ain't nobody sleeping under blankets except for homeless people, because that's what I used to have to do when I was homeless. If y'all ever become homeless like I was, I used to have to sleep on the streets. All you gotta do is cover your head and your breath is gonna warm you up. Facts. But when you in a house, you bougie, so you only gonna cover up to the neck. You feel me? Your face is collecting dust all day, every day. Your hair is collecting dust. So many people think my hair is healthy, girl, and you ain't washed it in a week. Like, gotta wash your hair every week. Nobody should be going longer than 7 days without washing their hair. Period. Just like a plant can't be going longer than 7 days without the next watering. Some people think that you can water a plant when you want to water it, and you think the plant's going to just grow because you did a kumbaya or something. No, baby, you got to follow the rules. I'm now following the rules, which is why even my own hair, woo, ain't been past my shoulders, y'all, in years. I was losing my hair like crazy. I mean, like crazy. I'm about to bust a professional bougie look on y'all. I'm gonna pin my hair up with my clips. This is a holistic alternative solution. This is our protective style because we don't do wigs and weaves and stuff. But we take two bougie ass clips and we just clip our length up off of our backs. And then you do your bang like this, and then you do the tails like this, and you can even tuck this side behind the back because I like doing that like that, making it look like my hair is fake. I like that. And then you can like feather your bangs with your fingers like that. You don't even need to curl it or nothing when you have my water hair. You just play in it like this and bam, it be on point. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also bringing trims, not chops, y'all. I already heard what's going on out here in these streets. So when you book with Miss Tanya, you have my water? When you book with Miss Tanya, you're definitely going to receive alternative solutions. Listen, I'm not doing anything that your stylist does, so you still need your stylist. I'm not trying to put nobody out of business. I'm trying to collaborate, you feel me? But I don't put tap water or soap on my face. Nope, I'm a licensed esthetician and I would never put what they trained me to put on somebody's face ever again. So, but I don't want to go into up that lane. I don't. I just want y'all to know my product is a universal one and I don't use tap water or soap, and I would never put a chemically infused item or option on my skin ever again. And I hardly ever get pimples. I ain't never had the clearest, cleanest skin ever. But when I was using tap water and soap and all them damn products on the market, I kept a pimple. I just sat with an esthetician, and it's crazy because it's like, if you're, I don't want to go down that road. We're going to back this up into here, okay? Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Miss Tanya. I am a full cosmetologist, so I did go to beauty school and carry a license as a licensed esthetician, as well as a licensed nail tech. And I do have a holistic approach to the nails as well, and it all is by use of my water beauty solution, which is here to save us time and money, y'all. We've already done the moisturization thing, because I surely ran up the conditioner bottles right along with y'all with a plastic baggie. Hell, I was sleeping in my conditioner. I was so desperate to get my hair into a healthy condition. I also use rice water, rose water. I've tried vinegar on my hair. I've even put some damn kerosene in my shit because that felt good on my skin. I've tried everything. I've tried to put some crazy stuff too. Mud. I done put clay. I crunched down some charcoal because somebody in Africa said that was gonna make my hair healthy. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna try that too. I've tried everything. I've tried a wig. I've tried weave. I've tried a K-tip, a U-tip, a we-tip. I've tried a sew-in, a vixen sew-in. I've tried everything. A relaxer. I flew all the way to California just to obtain my certification to become a keratin specialist, but never even gave the keratin treatment. You want to know why? Because your booty is dry. That's why. Chicken on biscuits. Give me some chicken on biscuits. Are you in Atlanta? Sounds like that's an Atlanta business because I'm coming to Atlanta, y'all. Honey mustard and honey works well. Some barbecue sauce. Shit, I tried hot sauce, mayonnaise. I cracked 2 eggs and put it on my head too. I went into the kitchen, chicken on biscuits. I went that y'all are the shit. I love y'all in this tribe of mine. I've tried everything. I cracked some biotin pills because they said that they sold some shit in a pill in a capsule that was in the liquid. And I said, shit, fuck it. Instead of swallowing it, why don't we just crack the shit open and you know what I'm saying? Pour it on our hair. You should have seen me trying to get it all out and shit. I tried everything, y'all. I tried the pills. I done swallowed. We was taking 10 biotin pills at the same time because I was telling my clients, you got to go hard in the paint. Shit. If they telling us to take 5 of them, don't we want a bunch of hair growth? So let's take 25. Shit, fuck it. We done drunk coffee thinking that that's gonna grow our hair. Shit, we done tried everything. I got people that went and tried to lock it. I ain't locking my hair, but I was watching them. You know what I'm saying? I was like, girl, okay. And they did grow. Chicken on biscuits, thank you. Maybe we need to use occasion dry rub on frosted flakes. Or put some mustard on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich tomorrow. I dare y'all to do it, shit. And then we can start selling peanut butter and mustard sandwiches. But I sure created me some shit. I'm the founder of My Water Beauty Solution. This is the new hydration for black hair. I didn't do this for white people. Their hair is already soft. So I'm like, white folks, get out of here. I'm here for black hair care because that's what I've always had. I feel I ain't never had, my hair ain't never been white enough and it really ain't black enough. But I got waves. You feel me? My stuff be tripping. So what they taught me in beauty school, I mean, it's cool, but it really only works on white people or weave. And I've had to realize, like, okay, that's why I started struggling because the conditioner and the heat protect and all that, that's for weave. You don't put that on black hair. And I'm here to tell any educator, any beauty school, they're going to be like, Tanya, shut up. You're messing it up for us. And I'm like, I'm not messing it up for y'all. Y'all shouldn't have tried to take our money and trick us into thinking that we was going to learn how to do real black hair in beauty school. Joe, you should have been like, hey, black people. Now, I know y'all trying to do everything us white folks do, like wearing the weaves and stuff, but it really was designed for them. It was never designed. The Asians started seeing like, ooh, maybe we can take the black people's money too. So let's make some nappy black hair. And then they're gonna think that it's for them when it's not. So at any rate, I'm not knocking nobody that wears it. That's not, you shouldn't be in this tribe if you wear it. You should be ready to leave your wig at the door when you come up into my tribe because I'm all about caring for our real hair. That's why I said you may still need your stylist because I'm not doing no sewing. You're going to have to pay me like $2,500 to do all that work. That's why I know you need your stylist. Me braiding your hair, that's going to take me 8 to 12 hours to braid your whole head. I promise you that's going to be over $1,000 for some braids for me. So y'all don't want me doing no hairstyling stuff. You want me to care for your hair. You want me to scratch your scalp and make you go to sleep because it feels so good. Let me explain. So the first thing I do is I take a hair comb like this, like we used to do back in the day on the porch, honey, and scratch the scalp. Because not only does this form of tapotment, holler massage therapists, provide an amazing increasing to the scalp, some of y'all don't understand what blood flow means. I just tried to talk to a stylist in North Carolina about this, and she's not listening. Because I told her, I said, the only thing that grows hair is the blood. And she still went back to saying, okay, well, pills do something to the blood. She's not even getting it. It's like you don't understand. You got to increase the blood flow to your scalp in order for your hair to continually grow. Hair growth is a lifelong thing. It ain't like your hair sprouts out your head in September on September 11th. You feel me? Your hair grows all day, every day, my people. And I just showed somebody yesterday close up how he is losing his ability to grow hair slowly but surely because he's super neglecting his hair. And it's like, ain't nobody gonna take you out of jail for neglecting your hair. That's all your responsibility. And it's on you if you want to walk around with unmanageable hair that's kinky and brittle and dull looking. Don't nobody care. But we show talking about you, and I be catching videos too of you behind your back when I'm in the airport and stuff. Because I'm like, look at all these grown people that are struggling with their hair. So I'm here. I'm doing my part. So I'm bringing the holistic hair and scalp restoration treatments is what I'm calling it, which I have my proof. I'm not going to be just yapping like, oh, I can grow your hair, but I ain't got no proof. I just asked 2 stylists that are down south claiming that they offer hair growth, which you can't offer hair growth. God gave you that. No, nothing on earth can give hair growth. I don't even give hair growth. What I do is I reverse your hair loss. So I'm smart enough not to be out here sounding crazy in the streets no more. I'm gonna reverse your hair loss effects and I prove it to all my clients because this is what's happening to women under them wigs. This is how they're looking. That's fucked up. I'll be the first one to say it. That's fucked up. And a stylist, so if a client comes in and you see this, you gonna braid over that? Let's talk about that, okay? Because I used to be a braider. I used to be a weavologist here in Denver. I did it for 16 years because I had to get that money. But I slowly started noticing things like, hey, client, this is your fifth install back to back to back, which is improper practice because clients will press you about the fact that they don't care about their hair loss. And that's only young girls because women over 50, we're bothered by the hair loss. This shit ain't what's up. We're not, you don't braid that. That's what caused this. And your name is what, God? And you yelling braided? I also wanted to get on to talk about the different mindsets that stand behind the chair. Not everybody cares about your hair. Not everybody cares about what happens to you after they have applied their braids. It's stupid tight the way they do. They don't care if the synthetic hair that they adding into our delicate real hair is going to break all yours off in the ends. They don't care. So I'm now talking to clients because I've realized there's a whole bunch of people in this industry stands behind the chair that are fake hair growers, and they don't care about your hair. And those are the ones using all the products and the heat protectants and on here telling you that it's against the law for them to address your scalp. Y'all, the clients, it's up to y'all to smarten up. It's up to you clients to redirect your mindsets because clearly most individuals behind the chair don't give a fuck about you or your hair. Clearly they don't care about your hair if they're telling you to braid it up, if they're telling you to chop it off. Y'all better steer clear and understand that y'all got options out here now. You got Miss Tanya now that is in Denver and Atlanta that's going to bring you hair care. But the book has a whole chapter on fake hair growers. Here. I hope y'all share this video with your stylist. Y'all see what that says right there? Fake hair growers. This book talks about dandruff. This book talks about excessive loss of hair. This book tells you the cause of baldness. Let's go to the chapter and let's see what they say about the fake hair growers. And I'm going to read it word for word on this here live this morning, this Thursday from Denver, Colorado. Hold on, because it's on page 100. And hold on, I got to go back because I don't retain information. I got ADD and ADHD. It's on page 113. Hold on, I'm getting there, y'all. Just go get you some water and drink some water. Ooh, and look at all these other books that he wrote, just real quick, because I'm about to get this one. It's called The Power and Beauty of Superb Womanhood, because females done got real distracted these days. They done forgot about what the real law of attraction is all about. And it doesn't involve lashes and fake fingernails and weave. It just don't. Men haven't changed. We've tried to change, but men are still the same. They like our real hair. They don't want the fake lashes on us. They would prefer us to just rock our regular nails. And they don't want us stuffing our butts with a bunch of stuff that's going to make it bodaciously big and look ridiculous behind us. They don't really like that. I thought they did too, but they don't. Then he wrote another book about the viral powers of superb manhood. Ooh, I'm about to get all these books, but hold on. We headed to page 113 so I can read what it says about these fake hair growers. And this book was written back in 1899. They knew there was fake hair growers. Okay, here we go. It says, of all the faker, you know what? Hold on, y'all. We need to look that word up because I've never seen this word before. It's Fakirs. I don't even know how to say it. Hold on. This is what Google, the only thing Google is good for, definitions. Definition of FA. Anybody know what it is? Nah, I think you lost, man, oh God. I ain't lost. I done found my way. Shit, I got the power. I got the knowledge. I know how to reverse hair loss effects. Shit. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me look up the definition of this word. Fakirs. Definition of, how you say it? Fakirs? Fakirs? Fakir. It's a fakir. It says a Muslim. Okay, this was a Muslim book. I just learned something. Or it says, or loosely, a Muslim or loosely a Hindu religious ascetic who lives solely on aims. What? Can anybody elaborate? It sounds like a cuss word. Well, let's continue reading because I hate words like that. Even the definition don't make sense. Have y'all ever had them words, kind of words where you go look them up and you be even more confused once you read the definition? It says it's an Islamic religious order or a member of an Islamic religious order. So anyway, they was talking bad about him back in 1899 because they talking about him. They said the fakirs, no, it's a fakir, yeah. Upon this broad green earth, at least that still exists, the hair growing, them are probably the worst. They said they are in the business of doing people out of their money. Oh, I know a bunch of people. I know a gang of people behind the chair that they only want you for your money. They could give two hoots about what happens to you or your hair after they leave their chair. I don't care. They only getting you, tricking you about what they gonna give you, tricking you about what's in their products. They gonna get your money. That's fucked up. Go sell some dope or some pussy or something if all you want to get is money. Don't be doing that for somebody's hair. There's a lot of people out here that really care about their hair, y'all. There's people out here that that do give two fucks about it. There's people out here that really are looking for somebody to give them hair care. They don't want another hairstyle, y'all. And let's keep reading because this is the facts right here. This ain't what Miss Tanya said. It says that in addition to doing people out their money, they are frequently bald themselves. Ooh. I've ran into a lot of girls talking about they grow hair and they wear extensions. That's like a liquor store owner trying to tell me that you sell milk. Look at my face. I mean, we're Americans. You can say what you want to say. You can say that your boogers are gold if you want to. You can say your heart is bigger than mine too if you want to. Ain't nobody gonna take you to jail for being a liar. And there's a lot of liars that stand behind the chair too. But let's keep reading since y'all don't believe me. And see, this book is what inspired me to step away from hairstyling and being a stylist. That's why I wear scrubs. And I decided to step into hair and scalp restoration. I don't just do your hair. Nah, you're getting your scalp done. You're getting your ends trimmed every single time you see me. And so many black women are bothered by that. They're like, you don't use no conditioner, no heat protectant, and you're gonna trim my ends yes, you're in hair care now. All these clients is only used to being hair styled. So they're all shooketh when they book with me. Let's keep reading, y'all. Because they said that they usually bald themselves and still they sell a remedy guaranteed to cure baldness. Damn. Let's keep reading. on this here live, uncut and unedited. Ooh, they said, here's the next question. It says, why do they not use their own remedies? It breaks down the theory. It says gambling is a highly respectable business compared to those, whatever. I think they want, that's another word for the fakers. Compared to the fakers whose false claims make so many dupes. And listen, in a horse race, you at least get a run for your money because, and even in a poker game, you stand some chance of winning. But against the hair growing fakers, it is a heads I win and tails you lose. They talking about y'all clients and consumers. That's why I said y'all clients, y'all need to smarten up. Y'all need to get a little smarter or get as smart or just at least understand that not everybody that stands behind the chair cares about hair. Some just want to style you. They want to cut you, chop you, color you. I don't really push hair color. They're going to try to relax you because they really don't want to deal with your natural texture. And they really don't clearly know how to transition your hair without all that. I don't use none of that because I'm holistic. Ugh. Let's keep reading. They'll say that, okay, so the buyer of the fake remedies, that's y'all, the client, has not one chance to win. You gonna always lose. Thank you, Dennis. I think you fine too. And I ain't got no makeup on. I just got out the bed not too long ago. Yes, I sleep in my scrubs because I be tired as hell. I'm busy as hell here in Denver. I'm about to be overbooked in Atlanta too, but I'm overbooked here in Denver. And I be tired when I get home, Dennis. So I just come in here and I got a gravity massage chair that I bought myself. So that's my new bed. I fall asleep there every single night. So when I get up, I don't feel like taking everything off. So I just do this little dead sleepy walk because I ain't trying to open my eyes. And I feel my way to my bed and then I do the rest of my sleeping. Then I get up and I be praying and thinking in the bed, and I be like, let me get up and go live because I ain't got no clients this morning. So, all righty. It also says, y'all, right here, it would not be so bad if they simply lost their money, but frequently, while depending on these spurious means of cures, also loses the hair beyond recovery. Now, read this part right here, because this is to y'all, clients. Starting here, my friends, okay, that's y'all. Whatever remedy you may adopt, avoid all lotions. Lotions is another word for moisturizers, my friends. And other hair growers. I don't say I'm growing hair, but I know a lot of people behind the chair say that they can give y'all hair growth. These are all fakes. Uh-oh. Ooh. It says no one of them ever did or ever will aid in the smallest degree to grow hair on a single human head. Keep distinctively in your mind the undisputable fact that the hair is nourished by the blood, my people, and that no outside applications can assist in nourishing it, and that no earthly means can influence its condition further than you are able to influence it by improving the condition of the composition of your blood. Of the blood, damn it. And through cleanliness of the scalp. So all of these stylists telling you, oh, I can't do your scalp, forget that. They purposely either refuse to do any research, they're not trying to educate themselves, and they're like just getting you for your money because they're like, I ain't trying to do all that for you. I don't care about your scalp. I just want to braid you, style you, twistly curl you, do something, chop you, bluntly cut off your inches and clean. That's what they want to do. You got options out here now, clients. You got somebody like myself that ain't gonna chop you. I talk everybody out of a haircut. That's stupid, especially if you want more hair. That's not the only way to get healthy hair. But some of these stylists will try to convince y'all that you got to chop inches off your hair or get a different color or get a relaxer in order for you to have healthy hair. None of those is how you get healthy hair. And I'll say it this way. I just found another way to do it. It's holistically. You don't have to chop your hair off. Nah. And I'm going to make it fuller. So let's keep reading. I don't say grow. I restore hair. I'm smart enough to know God, and your hair growth is in your DNA. That's in your blood. That's on you. So all I can do is implement my holistic alternative solutions that I've come with that are backed by science and research that's going to reverse your hair loss effects. I can't do shit about your hair growth. I tell all my clients that you don't have a hair growth problem. Ooh, I bet you ain't never heard a client, or I mean, sorry, I bet you ain't never heard a stylist tell y'all that. I tell every woman in session one with their first treatment, hair growth is not your problem. And you should see how they look at me. And I tell them, you got a hair loss problem. That's what I'm going to help you with. And they end like Flynn at that point. But true. It says, and by that says thorough cleanliness of the scalp, and those means suggested for stimulating and increasing the circulation of the hair roots. There's no product on earth that increases blood flow. Some of y'all wonder why I've decided to go back to the old school scratching. This comb increases blood flow. It's a form of tapotement on the scalp. Research proves it. Hold on, let me find the other good parts. Because this book is deep. It gives it to you straight with no chaser, for sure. But I thought it was funny how it talks about fake hair growers. Hold on, let me turn this back around. I thought that it was nice how they talk about what's going on in the world today. And this book was written back in 1899 because there are a lot of fake hair growers, and I'm not one of them. I'm smart enough to know I can't grow your hair. There's nothing wrong with your hair growth. You got a hair loss problem. And I'm not about to give you another relaxer, another protein treatment, another hot oil treatment, or another darn keratin treatment. I'm gonna give you the My Water treatment. Is my treatment. This is a hydration treatment. It's safe. It's safe enough to spray in your eyes. Safe enough to drink. My product ain't gonna send you to the hospital. It's universal, and it's the antidote of what I do, because this is gonna have your hair healthy. There's two parts to me. Not only are you getting a clean scalp, but you're gonna get also a healthier hair with me as well through photos. So let me show you some of my results that I'm obtaining here in Denver. And Denver is hard. That's why I can't wait to get to Atlanta, because Atlanta is so much easier to do hair there. It's very difficult doing hair here in Denver. And I did it. I mastered my craft. I retired as a stylist. I'm now a practitioner. I'm no longer a salon here in Denver. I'm a hair replacement service here in Denver now, which I'm expanding to Atlanta. I offer hair and scalp restoration treatments. I require 4 treatments every 2 weeks at only $185 a session. Go figure. There's somebody in Georgia charging over $500 a session to relax you, chop you, make your hair shorter than it is when you walked in, and color you for $925. And they paying it? But I see it's young girls that are paying it too. So see, I'm gonna make it very clear that I'm not for young chicks. I'm really only for those that are over 40. I don't want to really deal with nobody under 30. And I got my reasons. I'm 50. That would be like a senior wanting to go down into elementary to go play with a kindergartner. Who does that, right? I want to rock with those either my age or older. I really don't want to entertain nobody younger than me, because you're just not on our level of experience yet. You know what I'm saying? So let me go back to my little results that I wanted to show you all. So this here is one of my clients here in Denver. This was session 1 over here. Losing her hair like crazy. And what's crazy about hair loss is that it don't occur in just one day or with one hairstyle. Hair loss is happening all day, every day. And if you're not getting to me, it's just going to take longer, because it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It's not like you just lost this hair. This didn't happen in one occurrence. And she knows this. And I bring this out of my clients because I'm holistic. So we dive awfully deep with the questions that I ask. But this here is her 6 month. I just did a 6-month progress report with her, because she's definitely decided to continue her restoration with me. Because my first 4 sessions, everyone, I just had to figure out a way, because Black women are real hard-headed. And it's very difficult to get them to change. And they think conditioner is all that. Conditioner and protein and keratin and serums is all that. So I had to create a program. And the only reason I created my program was just to prove by these photos. And listen, clients need to see results, because you just yapping about, oh, your hair is growing. Clients is getting sick of that shit. And I've heard about it. That's why I come with clinical photos like this. And stylists ain't even doing this. So you clearly need me to provide you with these types of comprehensive and educational photos like your other care providers provide you with. So this was session one. She had tried going to a specialist. She flew to another country for the install, the fake hair installs, and that wasn't a solution. That was a temporary cover up. That really didn't help her. She went to a dermatologist, y'all. The dermatologist didn't help her. You know, I know why the dermatologist didn't help you, because they didn't go to school for hair, y'all. They only went to school for skin, and she didn't go to them for a skin problem. She went to them for a hair loss problem. And the dermatologist don't touch your scalp. I do. Ooh. Ooh. And I'm also going to coach each and every individual. I've coached her at home because that's what I do. I also care for you once you leave me, which is the bigger benefit to booking with me, because I'm not just taking your money while you're in my chair. I'm also going to do a follow-up call with every new client that books with me. They know this. You go home with tools and products to help you succeed in between sessions. My clients also know this. They ain't never booked with a stylist. They ain't gave them shit. Nothing but some more gossip and another rap song, I guess, to listen to. But they ain't never handed them a product for free. You got to buy everything from a stylist. So I'm clearly different, extremely different than your stylist, because I'm a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I know a lot of you think that I'm full of shit and I don't know what I'm doing, but I thought this morning should be the first day that I really start to show my results on what I'm doing for women that are damn near bald, losing their hair left and right, then tried all the biotin pills, then been to dermatologist and been to trichologist, because they'll trick you into thinking that they're going to help you too, and they're not really getting your scalp buildup off your head. And then they're doing the same thing that they learned in beauty school for your hair. That's not working for a lot of women, my girls. You gotta level up and start learning holistic hair care for Black hair, is what I do. I'm a Black hair care expert, and I am also a holistic hair loss expert. Because that's what we do. That's what we are. I'm 50. Those that are 30, 20, and 30, y'all kiki ha ha all day and want to be silly and don't want to be serious. Once you get 50, you'll be serious too. I mean, and when I was in my 30s and 40s, I played with a lot of people and played with a lot of things, like these cheating ass niggas out here. I played with them too. But once you get to my age, you cut all that nonsense out. You don't got time to be silly and time for cheating ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I know you may not be 50 yet, baby, but that's why I got the knowledge. People that are smart, your teachers ain't fucking nice. Somebody that really got knowledge ain't trying to be your fucking friend and trying to kick it with you. We're not concerned about your goddamn feelings. We're concerned about your knowledge base and your success rate. That's what a real educator is concerned about. So I don't got time to be nice to nobody. I'm here to restore your healthy hair and to get your hair loss effects down to a minimal, so then you can see your hair growth. Let me give you another one. That's what's up, 53. Ooh, you've been married for 26, but I'm here to listen. That's what's up. I got divorced. Mine decided to go and have another baby. And mine, because I decided to leave. Let me be honest. I got mad one morning because I didn't feel loved. So I thought I'm Indian, so we're always like trying to punish somebody and teach somebody a lesson. So I decided to move me and the kids out the house because I thought that he was just gonna sit up in there and miss me and not be wanting to fuck and not have no pussy. I thought if I cut him off of the pussy and I move me and the kids out the house, he'll suffer like I did when he was in the feds. And that shit backfired on my punk ass, because the damn Section 8 tenant that I fucking picked out thought this girl was good. I find out by the neighbors that my husband done moved back into our house, and you fucking the Section 8 broad. I almost killed her and him that morning. I was like, no. You got to be fucking kidding me. So, no, I'll never be married again. Forget that. I know a bunch of women that got these cheating ass niggas, and you done caught them cheating, and you still with them? That's not me. I'm divorced. Fuck that. No. I can love me way better. So I'm divorced, baby, but right on 53. I love my 50s and uppers. You feel me? Did y'all subscribe to the channel? Huh? Did y'all subscribe to the channel? Because y'all see, y'all need me. I'm your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner, and I have fun. I'm down to earth. I ain't all proper. I don't act like I'm perfect and shit. You know what I'm saying? I cuss. You know what I'm saying? I like to listen to rap music here and there. I'm really, I'm black. Shoot, I need to embrace that. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with the black culture. So that's why I decided to emerge into Atlanta as Atlanta's newest black hair care expert. I ain't no hairstylist. I know people think I'm funny. Yeah, I do. And my hair is beautiful. It's healthier than it's ever been. My hair was a hot mess when I was moisturizing it to death. My hair was fucked up when I was using conditioner. Now that I use my water beauty solution on my hair, my shit is on point. It's manageable. I got this sheen to it. I have no oil in my hair whatsoever. My hair is never tangled. My hair used to be always tangled. And I did not realize conditioner, that whole moisturization natural approach, was tearing my hair up. This is the holistic hair care approach is changing our lives. It's changed my life. It changed my daughter's life. Everybody that fools with me got better looking hair. So won't be no different for. Oh, why does it keep turning off? So let me show y'all my other results, because I want y'all to see quite a few. And I do long hair, short hair, don't matter. Everybody going losing their hair like crazy. Here's a woman with long hair. It don't matter. I'm about to show y'all what she looked like in session one. My God. Mind you, and she didn't go in to do no man unit, because that's kind of what you look like. That's the first step of a flipping man unit. That class you take, you got to shave the head bald first. Google Tanya Does Hair LLC. Anybody from anywhere in the world can fire up Google and Google Tanya Does Hair LLC. And you will see I'm on the map. I'm a real professional brand. I ain't no black ghetto one. I spent bread. I spent some Gouda up on my brand, baby. I even got a back label up on my stuff. It has directions and everything. And don't be getting pressed about the fact that my ingredient list is short. I didn't add nothing to the water. I'm that smart. I used reversed formulation technology to establish my brand, my product. So now some of y'all so far behind me in education, it's not no sense in y'all even trying to ask me about my product. Your job is to buy it and use it so you can kind of provide the same results that I'm providing. So let's get to it though. Look at how she started. This was session one. Came from another stylist. Stylists don't see nothing wrong with braiding that. Yeah, you can purchase it. I ship all across the United States. I'm actually talking to somebody right now over in Barbados that I met on here. We're trying to figure out how to get my water shipped over to Barbados, because she told me she about to take over the Caribbean islands. I told her that's a lot of space. She was like, "Shit, Tanya, I see what you're doing. Them international chicks, they're very aggressive. American women are kind of lazy. Them Caribbean chicks, oh, they're aggressive. They got money. She's ready to spend. She's ready to order. I have to go today to give her a quote on the darn order, because she want to order like 16 gallons of my water. So I'm like, girl, that's what's up. I'm ready to ship it. So I'm in Denver, Colorado, and I'm just now expanding to Atlanta, Georgia as well. Very excited. I'm now taking new clients that are wanting hair and scalp restoration treatments in Atlanta or here in Denver. Real spit. You can go to my booking link. Just Google me, because all the information is there. You can see all of these types of photos. All of my clinical photos and my results are on my Google page. You also can read my reviews of individuals that have actually sat in my chair. People on Facebook have actually got mad at a fucking comment that I've made because they punk asses is sensitive, and tried to go to my Google page and leave a review on a fucking comment. That's a hashtag, and I think I'm dope, because I got people reviewing my motherfucking comments with your sensitive ass, and you ain't even made it to my chair. So you can tell the individuals that I have mentored, the stylists have left their reviews on the mentoring that they've gotten from me. My customers that purchase my product, leave their reviews on what my water has done for them at home. And then you got the reviews from those that have actually received my solutions. You feel me? Um, I'm not going to lie. This right here is my holistic hair thickening fibers. This is the same session. But I wanted to show that I ain't letting my clients walk out like this. I don't tell them I'm going to braid it and going to cover it back up with the problem that caused it, because these clients know that their hair was just fine before they started wearing the sew-ins, the extensions, and the wigs and the braids. That's what caused all of this hair loss, all of that tension, all of that repetitive plucking and suffocation of the scalp, and no scratching and removing the buildup caused her to end up like this. So thanks, stylist. I appreciate you, because if you'd have half-ass cared for her, she'd probably still be with you. But you ran her off because your approach of adding extensions and not doing nothing to her scalp and braiding delicate areas of the head like this, you just ran her away to me. Thanks. But this is what I do. This is how she left me. I give them confidence. I know how to make this look like she don't, whoops, like that situation ain't really true. Look, you can see the ends as well. Look how much thinner her ends were and how much thicker her ends are now. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure my clients see results. You don't have to believe me when you book with me. No money wasted with me. My price in Georgia is at a very low introductory price of only $225, because when I'm in Georgia, I'm going to have to operate from the privacy of my condo. I'm going to be very, very strict about who can book with me. It ain't going to be everybody and just anybody. So, and it ain't going to be young girls either, because I live in a high-end building and it's highly bougie. So only high-end individuals are going to be able to really access me in Atlanta. But my introductory price is only $225 for you to get both your hair and your scalp cared for. I'm not here to put some solution on your scalp. I'm not going to smear growth serums across it. I don't use heat protectant. I'm going to use a Marcel. I don't use plug-ups except to style. But your pressing is going to be done by a Marcel iron. I do not do hair chops. Chop and cut is a bad word around me. So when you come in, no, I'm not going to chop your hair off. I know how to trim without making you shorter. I do give a before photo and an after photo, because that's what somebody should be doing for you that claims they know how to trim. Y'all better stop just believing what people say, and you better start booking with those that can show you some real results and proof of what they're talking about providing you. So no money wasted with me. I'm proud of myself. I'm about to start taking clients this month. If you really want to book, go to the booking link, because there's specific directions for those booking with me here in Denver, and there's specific booking instructions for those booking with me in Atlanta. So you got to go to the booking link, read. I'm teaching everyone you got to read to find out how to book and request a session. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, everyone has to talk to me. Everyone has to do a consultation. There's 7 questions that I ask you about your scalp, your hair, and your lifestyle, okay? Once we consult, then I will put you on my books. But in Atlanta, you're still not gonna get the address nor the location until you actually arrive, because I wanna see you when you arrive. When you come to my call box, I will see your face. And then my concierge will walk you up to where we're going to be servicing you at. It's going to be extremely high end, extremely exclusive, and it's going to be private and confidential, as I provide here in Denver. I don't play. Yes, I'm 50. I'm not here to kiki haha with nobody. I'm here to restore your hair. We don't have time to gossip. I'm here to also coach you. Here's my biggest pointer to booking with me. I'm gonna help y'all at home. I got that much knowledge and patience for y'all to help you beyond my chair. I'm gonna take your mindset beyond beauty school. I'm gonna take your hair and scalp beyond beauty school. You're going to have the best hair that you've ever had, and it's gonna last 14 days. That's why I set my program up to be seen every 14th day. And I've got 67 clients right now in Denver that books every month with me. So my goal is to get another 67 booking with me in Atlanta. So if that's you, if you're really ready to change and you're really sick of being just hairstyled and you're ready for black hair care and scalp care, I'm ready. I'm ready for you too. So thanks y'all for jumping on. Oh, let me go through y'all's comments. What's your workout routine? I don't work out. I just drink enough water. Let me drink, because I've been talking. I've been yapping. If you just hydrate yourselves, you don't have to go on no diet. You don't have to go to no doctor or nothing. But if you ain't drinking enough water, you probably stay stuck at a doctor's office. Hold on. Let me show y'all how you're supposed to drink water. At least 20 gulps every time you drink. Hold on. Count for me. Count my gulps, okay? Start now. did 21, 22. That's how you're supposed to drink water. Listen, we ain't no kids running around here. The only people that should be, look, this is how grown ass people nowadays drinking water. Hitting that shit like it's gin. You're never going to reach hydration drinking water like that. So this is another area that I work with my clients on, because I tell them we're just like a plant. You can't be all unhealthy on the inside and dehydrated and think that your hair is going to do well. Even though I'm gonna still give you results, it's gonna be real slow. Which is what I had to tell Miss, I can't say her name. That's what I had to tell this woman right here. She real dehydrated. I mean, she comes in ashy, like, girl. And she refuses. She just be staring at me in the window, because some people don't care. They refuse to do what's right for their bodies, and I get that. But she still comes every 2 weeks. But a big portion as to why, because she's like, how come my hair won't get as long as yours, girl? Because you refuse to drink water. And I don't think that has nothing to do with it. Scalp. It has everything to do with scalp care. So that's why she's able to stay dehydrated, because she refuses to change. And I'm still giving her restoration results. Nothing was wrong with her hair growth. She just had a hair loss issue that I completely restored. Now she's full. So now she got confidence. We putting a part in it and everything. She thinks she cute. And she is, because she's confident now. Listen, a woman losing her hair, that really jacks a lady up. Oh, here go another one. She just graduated from my program, and these are the type of photos that I provide them. You're supposed to put the date, because it does matter, because so many people be lying. So I don't lie about nothing. I put the dates. They got all these photos as well, but I just provide the side by side for them when they graduate. But look at how big the spot was in session 1. And mind you, she was losing. It was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger over time. So once she came to me, not only had I reversed it, but she's now growing in that spot. So this is the proof that I showed her that her spot does not look the exact same way. And in fact, we've got holistic restoration going on now, because we've reversed her hair loss effects. So I just want to inspire those behind the chair. Y'all got to start showing, improving, and quit talking so much, because clients are sick of listening to y'all's words. And when they get into my space, they be like, okay, now I see why you charge what you charge. Like, this makes sense. And I'm like, thank you. And they be like, hey, because once they graduate, they don't want to go back to their stylist, because that is an option. You have an option to go back and do what you was doing before, which is probably going to give you the same result, or you can continue your restoration with me and stay with me for life, like the 67 others that are here in Denver. Look, they're going to be mad once I make the final jump and leap to Atlanta, because this is my strategy on how I can figure out how to move to Atlanta, because I don't want to live in Denver no more. I've lived here for 50 years and I'm ready to do something different. And Atlanta, I've been going there since 2018. I like it there. I've already done some building there, so I have a very good friend of mine. Shout out to him, because I've never had a male friend so loyal, so helpful, so smart, so motivating, so inspiring. Man, he inspired me to write a book that I didn't even publish, just because I was just trying to do the stuff that he did, you know what I mean? So shout out to him. He knows who he is if he ever watches these videos. I don't want time to go without giving him his acknowledgement, but that is the individual that's making this possible for me to get started from ground zero in Atlanta. And I'm gonna do the shit by myself the way you're supposed to. I'm gonna slide into town and do a little bit of clients here and there. I'm gonna get the content to do my promoting with. And I do believe Atlanta's ready for me, because I got so many people saying, Atlanta needs you, Tanya. Like, we need hair care. We need somebody that's willing to do black hair care, somebody that uses a Marcel iron, someone that knows how to trim and not chop, somebody that has a new product that's given us a new result. I got the leading cutting edge right now, because everyone is still running up the conditioner road, and I got hydration for you. So I just wanted to come on to this morning to meet all of you. Thank you and welcome to the returners, and welcome to the new ones. I am Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner, and I'm bringing you the holistic hair and scalp restoration treatments, which comes by 4 treatments that I need every 14 days. Look, I just had a woman drove from South Dakota. I just had Mr. Vaughn, King Vaughn, the beautician, drove from Durham, South Carolina to come out here and get trained. So I'm not training no more stylist. He was the last one. I'm on off to other things. I've docked, you feel me, from training. I'm no longer interested in training right now. I need to serve. I've still got some serving to do. Serving. Take no orders, but I'm serving. Hey. So, what's the name of the author of the book? Oh, that's Bernard McFadden. Very, very wise dude. He's in London. He got a whole bunch of books, but guess what? I can't find this book. Like, hold on, let me show you all the other books he wrote. He got all these other books he wrote, but we can't find this one. And I think I was given a real gift because these other books was copyrighted after 1899. Hold on. It was published by the Physical Culture Publishing Company, but hold on. Let me give you the, y'all can look it up. We tried to look it. You ain't gonna find this one. I think I have. Oh, hold on. Let me get it for you because I did. Well, no, I didn't really train King Von because he didn't pay for it. He just drove here and didn't pay for anything. So I try to be nice, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know nobody that even invited me into their salon for me to watch them. So many Black women are like super OG gatekeepers. So ain't nobody of color tried to help me, willing to let me teach me shit. So with him willing to drive that far, I was like, damn, the least I could do, I scratched his scalp. I gave him a scalp analysis. He didn't even know he was carrying the type of buildup on his scalp because nobody has ever looked at his scalp. And he went to beauty school. He is a licensed hairstylist in Durham, and he headed back to kick up dirt. Ooh, I told him he's ready to kick up dirt. But here's the book information, y'all. This is the author's name. His name is Bernard McFadden. Bernarr. This book was copyrighted in 1899, mind you. It was in London, okay? London, England, just so y'all know, because I'm going to sell this book. I'm about to, matter of fact, I might do that today. I'm going to take this one first and get it restored because I'm so into restoration, returning things to the way it should look. So I'm going to get this book restored because this is going to be my Bible because this is how I created my restoration program. And then I'm going to get these other books that this man wrote because this man was amazingly smart and wise and definitely changed my life. This little bitty book compared to that big ass cosmetology book. This book changed my life, not the cosmetology book. The cosmetology book and the Milady Standards made me struggle because I thought I was supposed to do all that stuff on Black clients and I'm not. I'm only supposed to do those standards. Those Milady Standards are for white hair or for those that want to braid, lock, or weave. And I'm not doing those no more. I'm never going to braid nobody's hair. I'm never going to lock anybody's hair. And I'm never going to add an extension to anyone's hair ever again. I've done it and it tore my client's hair up. So I'm never doing anything. I'm never going to do keratin. That made our hair hard. I'm never going to do protein. That still gave us hair loss. There's a lot of things that I've tried that gave us a bad result. So I'm not going to keep doing things that showed me to not be successful. So I guess I care, huh? Guess because I'm 50. I don't know. Sure. Google Tanya Does Hair, LLC, please, Miss Linda. Google Tanya Does Hair, LLC. Everybody practice. Google. Look, I'll show you. Google Tanya Does Hair. And y'all can do this while on the live. Just fire up another screen. My little video will minimize in the corner. Go to Google and type in, let's do it together. Tanya space DOES. And once you do that, my stuff starts popping up because my SEOs is cracking. I'm hitting them SEOs on Google because I'm monetized, but you'll see Tanya Does Hair. That's my stuff right there. That's my picture because I got my own Wikipedia pages. Do y'all have y'all's own Wikipedia pages? Because I got like 5 cracking. Real spit. That's facts. I got 5 Wikipedia pages. That means if you Google search Tanya Mason, I got a gang of different pages. If you search Tanya Does Hair, I'm on a gang of different platforms. Watch, I'm going to show you. So when you click on Tanya Does Hair, Ella Cia, this is what comes up, okay? I have a website button. You can call me. You can then click on photos to see my work. When you click on photos, it gives you all my photos. Oh shit. Oh, there they go. So this is all my work that I do that Facebook swears I don't know what I'm doing. They're such OG haters on Facebook. They be like, you're tearing up hair, you're burning everybody's hair. Instagram be doing it too. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, whatever. But these are, I just showed y'all that result. But these are the before and afters that I give when they walk in with that moisturization hair and then they leave with hydrated hair. Let me show you some more because I got some gangs of pictures. Look, she came in with that moisturized hair, but I did give her a relaxer. I don't lie about what I do. If I'm holding up my Water Beauty solution, she got a hydration treatment. But if I'm holding like this one right here, I do pixie cuts. She did a relaxer and I used my water. So this is a before and after of the my water experience. That's conditioner hair, what it does to hair here in Denver. And that's what I do to hair in just one session. And I don't use conditioner. None of these ladies have conditioner on their hair here in Denver. But if you go to my Google, you'll be able to see all of these. Look at this client. Look how her stylist did her. Look at what she looked like in session one. That's crazy, stylist. I mean, damn. Y'all purposely doing that to people? Because all these women came from a Denver stylist. And this is what I'm able to do for her over time. So, yeah, women, don't see nothing wrong paying $185 a session that only takes me 2 hours to do. Don't take me no 3, 4 hours. You in and out with me. Well, thank you, Christopher. I've taken very good care of myself. I eat well. I only eat 1 meal a day. I don't be pigging out like I used to. I used to be chunkier than a mug. And I was not sexy when my belly had got bigger than my butt. That was crazy. So I had to check myself and get my shit all the way together. So I live a very full, balanced lifestyle. I don't drink alcohol. I don't take pills. I eat very picky. I mean, like I said, I only eat once a day. I only eat out the sea. I don't eat land animals. So I don't do chicken. I might eat a duck. I like duck. But it's hardly ever that I eat from the land. I usually eat from the sea or the garden. And if it ain't coming from there, I don't fool with it. I don't really fool with too many restaurants. Very particular, very picky. So most people don't like to kick it with me, and most men can't really handle me either because I'm extremely financially independent. Don't need no man for his money. Most women chasing these cheating ass dicks down for the money or attention or something. I'm an only child, so I don't require attention. I prefer to be by myself and I prefer to live by myself. I prefer to travel by myself. I don't like company around me. So I'm very different than most other women my age. Like I try to be a gang member here. Somebody was just talking about me trying to talk shit about the fact that I got beat up. Yeah, I did. Because that was God trying to divert me away from being a gang member because my dumb ass is the one that wanted to be a Crip. So I'm glad they beat me up because that's how I changed wanting to be a Crip. I was like, fuck Crip. They done jumped me. 4 girls beat the brakes off my ass that night. So I was like, okay, girls, thanks for fucking me up because y'all can have this Crip right back. Y'all can take this blue rag and this Crip walk, all that right on back. I'm good. And then I started selling Yip. I met my middle son's father. He was from LA, balling out of control. Because these niggas here in Denver was not balling out of control back in the day. You had to get you a LA nigga. And them LA niggas was coming here tough in 95. And I snagged one. Because they was like, dang, you cute. I was like, thank you. Shoot, I'm crazy. So I can kick it. And they was like, my middle son's father, he used to always say, Tanya, you too pretty to be out here like that. And I used to be like, what does that mean? I'm too pretty to be out here. I'm getting this money. They call me T Money. Everybody know that's my nickname when I was in the streets because I'm going to get that money. If I got to steal it from you, I'm going to get money. Now I just do it legally. Instead of selling you, I sell water. So the feds can't come get me no more because they did come get me in 95 and indicted me because I was assisting my son's father with selling the yip. I was sending it in the mail and they didn't like that. They got mad at me for doing all that, making that money like that. So now I do it legally. Can't nobody come stop me. Look, I'm like Celie, nothing but death gonna keep me from it. I'ma keep doing this holistic hair and scalp restoration for the rest of my life. What's up, y'all? Did y'all subscribe? I love a down to earth person give who is genuine. Well, thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Turner. Did you subscribe? I think that's a girl. Carolyn said, do you have that in the stores? No, my product will never be in the stores. You can listen, my product is holistic. It'll never be commercially sold. My product is non-commercial, Miss Carolyn. I had a lot of decisions to make in the beginning, and I don't think my product deserves to be sitting next to a chemically infused, dangerous product that's got a whole bunch of warnings and shit on it that's going to make your eyes lose your eyesight and send you to the hospital if you drink. So my product is not never going to be disrespected like that and be sat next to a chemical option. No, I have my own website, so I don't need a store. Go to my website, order it from there. Okay. I could do that for my mom's hair because she needs it in her hair bad. Her hair is ball in my heart. You can order it, you guys. I sell it online. I sell it both locally as well on my shelf in my presence as well as on online. Square is amazing. I use Square to handle my e-commerce functionalities of my brand, and I ship all over the United States. So wherever you're at, you can order my product. I have 2 sizes right now to offer you. I just discontinued my 4-ounce size. I only want to sell an 8-ounce and a 16-ounce. My 8-ounce is only $27 plus tax and shipping, and my 16-ounce is $50. There is more than 5 shampoos in my 16-ounce bottle because you only need 3 ounces or less. I send everybody an extra 3-ounce applicator bottle in every order, so you get extra product when you order from me. I don't know no other manufacturer sending you extra product. So I smash, and I'm doing better in terms of customer service and quality and shipping because I use priority USPS shipping. So your stuff is coming, it's tracked, it's protected. You know what I'm saying? And if it shows up damaged, I replace it right away. My customer service is on point. My customers know this. So you get your product right away. I sell other items, holistic alternative solutions like the amazing holistic scalp brush, which should be used on your head every single day. There's 2 parts to hair care. You got to do your part at home, and then you got to go see somebody. Hair care is not doing your own hair yourself. So many people think that, oh, I can do everything myself. Now, when it comes to hair care, you can't. So you need me, and then I have to teach you on what to do at home, just like this. Oh, it feels so good. But I sell this brush to the public as well on my site. I also have my amazing holistic body creams that I sell as well. I should have grabbed those. My body creams are amazing because they're formulated with my water instead of tap water or distilled water. So it's super softening and creamy. And I ain't gonna lie, I use perfume in my creams instead of essential oil. Some essential oils stink to me. So I have a funny nose. So I use perfumes in mine. That's the best thing to use in your creams. But thank you for asking, Miss Carolyn. I also eat once a day. That's what's up. Me too. Me too. Greetings, everyone. Looking good for 50. Thank you. I'm intrigued about all this. Well, thank you. Make sure you subscribe and come back again and watch the other videos. I don't post a lot of videos. Most of my content comes through these lives because I don't have time. I'm 50. I ain't got time to be doing all that editing and stuff on here. That's why I like coming on live. I don't have to do all that work. I can come on here, do what I do, and then go on about my day. I don't have to waste hours upon hours doing a bunch of editing. YouTube is so damn thirsty, and I don't got time for that. So I do stuff my own way. That's what holistic people do. So I get on live. And also, Miss Linda, I hope I showed you. Just Google Tanya Does Hair LLC. Miss Blue, I kind of trained Vaughn. He definitely shadowed me. He watched me do 2 different clients in my possession and watched me do 2 full sessions. So I think that that's amazing. I don't know too many stylists that would allow you to come into their space and let you watch them work. There's so many gatekeepers of the industry. They would never let you do that. So I'm doing things that nobody ever allowed me to do. I know a whole bunch of Black stylists here in Denver. They ain't never been interested in helping nobody. Not from behind the chair. So yeah, I did that for him. What's the name and author of the book? I answered that one. Where can I get the products? I answered that one. She's looking like Zane now. Who is Zane? Have you ever grown your hair out longer than that? Yes, Miss Blue. Thank you for that question. My hair used to be down to my bra straps, but I fucked up and booked with a fucking lion-ass stylist that says she knew how to trim, and instead she chopped this much from behind my fucking back. And I almost fought her. I almost met her at her car that day. But I thought, no, I don't want to risk hurting myself. So I left her alone. But I was devastated. I couldn't fucking believe she did that dumb shit to me. And I clearly asked for a trim. All she had to do was say, Tanya, I don't know how to trim. You keep saying that word, but either she needed to say, what do you mean by trim? Because I only know how to chop and make your hair shorter and even it out. She should have said that. So I got here in Denver for sure. And at an age where my length has never returned. So I lost a lot of hair too, Miss Blue. I went through it here in Denver, losing my hair. And I had to really get deep into the research and I had to dive deep. And I figured it out for myself as well as my clients. And my hair now is longer than it's ever been. My hair wouldn't get no longer than about here before. It would only grow so long, then it would get stuck on stupid. And I didn't understand that. And that's because I wasn't trimming my ends. Now that I go and see someone, matter of fact, I need to go see my daughter today so she can trim my ends. Trimming, we do it differently. You don't get shorter. And in fact, with trimming, you actually are allowed to come on down. If you constantly getting a haircut, you're never going to grow. You know what I'm saying? So some of us will never grow. So thank you for asking that. That's a good question. I was taught that's the wrong way. What's the link website? You guys got all of that already. Know how to speak and know how to speak properly. That's what's up. Now you have to pee. Not yet, but yeah, that goes along. Peeing is not a bad thing. Why is everybody so pressed about peeing? Why are women so fucking pressed about peeing? You get to go take a break from the day. Usually you by yourself. We're not like we're a man where we gotta pinch our coochie and stuff to pee. It just comes out. You feel me? You get to sit down. God damn. Why is everybody so bothered about peeing? Pissing is the one of the two most important functions of the human body every day. You should be pissing and shitting every single day. And pissing you should be doing all throughout the day. Come on, y'all. Y'all signing yourselves up for fatigues and mental illness for making these dumbass decisions. Not drinking water. Drink half your body weight of the right kind of water. And if it's spring water, it should be local spring water. You shouldn't be drinking spring water from another damn country or some shit. And you should be fetching it. That's another reason I want to move to Georgia, because they've started shocking the wells here in Colorado, and that's pissing me off, that EPA, because we got so many damn people moving here that they want to shock the wells, and I don't want chlorinated water. So my friend found a source and a business that we're able to go and fetch our own artesian water directly from, no, excuse me, it's spring water. Wait, spring artesian. It's a spring in Georgia, and that's down south. Their water is pure. They got so much of it, and it's constantly moving underground. So that's another reason I want to move, because Colorado is getting dangerous. The air is drying out here. The tap water is getting heavier. The air is getting drier. Those you're going to have respiratory problems. You're going to have alopecia if you don't get out of here. So thanks, y'all, for joining. Any other questions? Feel free to, must be dementia. Hey, what's up, King? There you are. There you are. Oh my God, you're a beautiful Black queen. Thank you, Brooklyn man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the acknowledgement. Yeah, best you don't resort to fisticuffs, so don't intercept them at the car. What? Is them some stupid dope lyrics or something? Yeah, best you don't resort to fisticuffs, so don't intercept them at the car. I can relate. That's why I stopped going to salon places. Somebody said, stop being embarrassing and expressing your insecurity to feel cool about yourself when you represent a fool. She's beautiful and has nice hair. Are you bold? Are these like lyrics to songs or some shit? Stop being embarrassing and expressing your insecurity to feel cool about yourself when you represent a fool. She's beautiful and has nice hair. Are you bold? Roll Pop, what the heck? Let me move on. What's up, King Von? Your hair looks so good and healthy. Thank you, Wanda. Like I said, I'm really calling out for those over 40, because we're the only ones really interested now in caring about ourselves. Those under 40 ain't into self-care, really. They want everything quick. They don't want to take no time to do nothing. and they want instant gratification. That's not us once we get to this age. I was that when I was 20 and 30. I used to wear fake nails, I used to wear fake lashes, and I've had fake hair in my hair as well. I've done it all. So that person I be talking about, I just be talking about myself. But I do tell sensitive ass females all the time, if the shoe fucking fits, lace that bitch up and double knot it. Shit, embrace that shit. Shit, if you bothered, I'm clearly telling the truth. Shit. Remember, Miss Tanya is not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I just know how to reverse your hair loss effects. And now we can notice your hair growth effects once you get in my chair and I put these hands on you. Because now I realize I can't train nobody else to do what I do. God truly anointed these hands and this brain to absorb the knowledge and filter it out through these hands to my clients that book with me. I really thought I could get other clients, or excuse me, other stylists to do what I do. I don't think so. That's why I docked away from training. I think this was just for me. Not everybody's for everybody. Some things are specifically for you, you know what I'm saying? So I think I need to embrace this. That's why I decided to expand to Atlanta and serve more people. There's a whole community of individuals in Atlanta losing their hair. And I hear another hairstyle and another hair product is not the solution. The holistic hair and scalp restoration treatments are. All right, I'm off of here, y'all. I want y'all to have a great Thursday. I'm kicking it today because I don't have any clients till this evening. Uh-oh, thanks, because I don't drink enough water. All they mostly sell locally in North New York City is Poland Spring bottled water. Do you think that's good? Any suggestions? Listen, you got to do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to move so that I can have better water. So we do have a choice to where we live. I don't know what made you either, I don't know if you were born in New York or if you moved to New York, but you got to sometimes look at your water sources before you move, and they are different in different states and different markets. So Atlanta is a coastal state, so they got better water down there, better air. It's humid down there. I have not researched water. I did coach a woman in New York, and I think I helped her with her water. And what she had to do was buy a Brita filter and then pour the bottled water into the Brita filter and then filter that Brita water more than once to remove the taste. And the taste in the water, everybody, is the TDSs. The TDSs are things like poop, things like spoiled food particles, boogers, all that stuff, whatever goes down the toilets does still remain. There's traces of that stuff that are in the water that come back to us. I thought that like clean water was being sold in the grocery stores, but that's crazy because it's all tap water. I just told somebody, do you really think that there's somebody bottling up water, your bottled waters at the spring for you and putting the cap on it and then putting a label on it and sending it to the store? It's like us consumers, we need to slow down and do the holistics. That's not the case. Every bottling company has to purchase permits from the government to resell water that they've already paid for. So it's all tap water. And then they add additional chemicals into those bottles so that it's clear. That's what baking soda, they dump baking soda into it to absorb all the solids floating in the tap water that they use. Then they add sodium to alter the taste. And you can tell tap water in a bottle, it tastes disgusting. And if you can't taste that, I tell everybody, your palate, your tongue is calcified because I can taste nasty ass tap water. Ew, it's disgusting. Some people buy an Arrowhead. Like that's nasty. That's the nastiest spring water on the market. So I have a lot of knowledge that takes us beyond healthy hair, skin, and nails because I'm a real holistic woman. So I dive deep with all things and I look at the whole with everything, not just certain things, you know. So thanks y'all for watching. I'm gonna wrap up. Okay. So if anyone wants to further talk to me, no, I'm not doing that no more on this YouTube. You will go to the link. There is a specific code in the link, in the booking link that tells you what to text me. And if you're not texting me those exact words, you're not going to get a response from me because I'm starting to learn how to regulate myself. I get a lot of views on here. As y'all see, my lives be cracking. I be having at least 5,000 people viewing me every live. Some people's lives be sucking. So I thank y'all for watching. Let me get off of here, get on with my day because I'm kicking it today. I got some relaxing to do. I'm going to go sit out on the porch for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got to start shipping. I'm going to start shipping some of my stuff from Denver to Atlanta and start getting myself ready to start accepting new clients in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm excited. So deuces, y'all. Get at me if you really need me. And if not, good luck to you. Deuces.